It was 1973, 42 years ago, when a young senior graduated from high school. He had the confidence you get when you think you know everything. And he had a straight plan for success and happiness. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I need to pause and say thank you. Thank you for honoring me and allowing me to share this moment with you. I will never forget it. But it also makes me wonder, why? Why did you all choose me? Did you think I would be funny? Did you reason that as a math teacher I would be a man of few words? Or did you look at all this gray hair and think that with all those accumulated years, maybe, just maybe, there might be some acquired knowledge, some wisdom to share? I'm going to go with that last one. But even in that acknowledgement, there is some tension. What if I say to you, this is what I really believe? This is what I have learned from life. And that gives you the opportunity to compare what I say I believe to how you see me live out my life. That could be painful for me. Wow, this is really hard. I teach calculus. On the first day of class, I tell my students they will do well in the study of the calculus if they remember one thing. Calculus is life. Now I say that to impart to them the necessity of calculus consuming all of their waking hours. But I also say that because calculus is the study of how things change, and life is about change. Consider the young graduate in 1973. His all-knowing plan included going to a good college, majoring in engineering or economics, getting a long-term job at a major business company, being married by age 22, and working his way up the company ladder. And he did get an engineering degree from Stanford University. But at that point, change happened. Life happened. In the next 5 years, he had many different jobs, and I do mean different. College track coach, ski bum at Vail, dude wrangler at a ranch outside of Deckers, house painter, life insurance salesman, and middle school math teacher. And he did not get married until age 26. Oh my goodness. The original plan was wrecked. Change had happened. But in all those changes, he had experienced many incredible things, including the discovery of passions that he did not know he had, including the passion to teach and the passion to coach. And he did meet his wife-to-be at Vail when he was a skipper. But change will happen. There will be curves in the road. Learn to expect, learn to embrace the change that will most assuredly happen. There's a book entitled The Road Less Traveled by Mr. M. Scott Peck. The very first line of this book is, life is not fair. Or, if you have read the 11 Rules of Life according to Bill Gates, it is Mr. Gates' rule number 1. Life is not fair. We want life to be fair. As a teacher, I sure strive to be fair to my students. As a parent, I sure strive to be fair to my children. But life is not fair. M. Scott Peck goes on to say that if we expect life to be fair, then when it is fair, we will experience no emotion. It was expected. It was as it should be. what's the big deal? But if we expect life to be fair, then when the time comes when life is not fair, we will surely be disappointed. What is happening is not supposed to be like this. Rather, if our expectation is that life will roll through some measure of fairness, kind of like a sine wave with highs and lows. I had to get a little math in there somehow. If that happens, then we will be acutely aware of the times when life is good to us, and likewise aware of the lows that we experience. When life is hard, and there will be those times, learn to persevere. When life is good, learn to celebrate. In the summer of 1986, in the midst of being sued over a contract to purchase a house, my wife and I found out that we could not have children. In the midst of meetings with doctors and lawyers, my wife will tell you that she cried every day that summer. We had done nothing wrong. Life was not fair. We made it through that summer. We chose the path of adoption to create a family, and we have raised 2 beautiful children. There have been tough times, but there have been many, many celebrations, including 2 celebrations after both of them graduated from Air Academy High School. And my daughter recently announced her engagement, a wedding in the near future, and you bet we will celebrate them. Invest. You cannot miss them on TV. There are so many of them. Commercials telling you where to invest, how to invest, with whom to invest. We are instructed to start investing early and often. And as a math teacher, I am well aware of the principle of compound interest. How you can get interest on your interest and watch your money grow. It works. The dividends can be large. And so I stand up here and also tell you to invest, to take advantage of compounding your interest. But I ask you to invest in people. Take the time, the energy, the life skills that you have been given, and find a way to invest in the lives of those whose path yours crosses. If you spend positive time with 2 people this week, and then those 2 people each spend positive time with 2 more people, and on and on and on. I consider myself very fortunate. My career choice happens to be all about investing in people. In 35 years of teaching, I estimate that I have crossed paths with about 5,000 students. It's not always easy. The Bible says God so loved the world. I have difficulty loving the 30 students in my class. Okay, so that was not a reference to the 30 students I have this year. But many of those students have come back. They've contacted me since they've left Air Academy. They've told me about the people in their life, people that they are investing in. Some have families, some have coworkers, some even have classrooms of their own. Compound interest. The parents here know all about investing. You have spent 17 years investing in your son or your daughter. And I would ask you to find a way to keep on investing in people, even when the nest is empty. Students, you all have gifts. I ask you to find a way to use those gifts to invest in the people in your circle. What does that look like? It may be some formal type of investing. You might go into a career of counseling or teaching or mentoring of some type. But investing can also be as simple as Giving a smile to someone you see in the hallway who looks like they need one. Investing can be as simple as giving encouragement, saying thank you, spending time with someone, volunteering in the community. These are all ways to invest in others, to be part of something bigger than ourselves, to make this world a better place. And so this seasoned veteran stands before you and offers you the following advice. Embrace the change that will come into your life. Expect there to be ups and downs in your life. Persevere through the downs. Celebrate the ups. Find a way to intentionally invest in the people in your life. And as for that young man that graduated 42 years ago, he stands before you now. A little bumped, a little bruised, having celebrated a lot, and very grateful to be here celebrating with you today.